Okay. So how a program works? Acha, let's say we know that there are two types of memory. Memory, there are of two types. Primary, secondary. First one is ROM, second is RAM. Okay. If you want to refresh this concept, you can again, though I'll take it up maybe in next class or sometime. You can see my very first class, that is class number 2. First was to just like that, introductory. Lecture 2 of the programming series. Wala mein dekh lena. There I have covered. Hopefully all of you remember that. And this is
Volatile, non-volatile.
and this is non-volatile. Okay. Then secondary में हो गया तुम्हारा. अच्छा, what makes it primary and what makes it secondary?
Sir, the computer can't access.
हाँ बोलो कोई एक बोलो पहले. Yes, Ullas, you were saying something.
Sir, the computer can't access it directly. It needs to interact with primary memory before accessing secondary.
Correct. So primary memories are those जिसमें computer can directly access them. Computer resistance पे कहाँ चले गए तुम? Computer. Yes, Aditya, what do you mean by resistance?
No, sir. I just said that based on their memory, they are classified into primary and secondary.
अच्छा नहीं, ये resistance लिख रहे थे ना, उसलिए.
It means how long they can hold the memory.
Resistance होगा या persistence होगा?
I don't know, sir.
I don't know. Persistence. मतलब कितने देर तक वो रह सकता है ना? That means it's persist. Okay, I got it. A computer directly is able to access these and is able to and uses, not is able to, and uses them. Yes, केविन, हम लोग इसको प्रोग्रामिंग पार्ट के पहले डिस्कस किए हैं. इसके बाद I'll go to a concept where again this will be, that concept will be in continuation with this. Uses them for program execution. Okay. Secondary memory, not directly accessed by computer, CPU. Computer, when I'm writing computer, it means CPU. Accessible by CPU, but not directly accessible by CPU, but is used for storing data, files, programs, permanently. Permanently मतलब लंबे समय के लिए. It's not that forever, for long time. ठीक है. Right. So let's say you have a song. And it is saved or stored on your computer. In D drive. Okay. So question is, and is not playing. Not playing मतलब वो गाना बज नहीं रहा है, ठीक है? You're not listening to the song. And it's not playing.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah.
Sir, could you please go back to the previous page for a minute?
Okay, Kevin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now my question is the song present in song? When I am writing song, you can take it as any program, software, code, anything, file. Song is present. Is song present? Is song present in primary memory based on above condition, primary memory or secondary memory?
Secondary.
Secondary memory. Okay. So answer is it is present in secondary memory. Okay. Which type of secondary memory? Which memory? Secondary memory में कौन सा?
Hard disk drive.
Hard disk drive, HDD. Okay. Right. Now, next question. If I go to saved location in D drive and play it, ठीक है? वो play it. Once played and the song starts playing. Then is it being played by CPU or the computer from secondary memory or primary memory?
Primary, sir.
Why?
So from the secondary memory, the song is transferred to the primary memory for it to be played.
But why it cannot play from secondary memory?
Because the CPU only can access stuff from the primary memory.
Good. Okay. So answer is primary memory. Okay. So what happens in between from the point being saved to you starting the program? That thing we are going to study now. Okay. So what we are going to study is, okay. So one thing before I start that topic, just to so that you remember, though I may have अच्छा मेरा phone off हो गया, so I may not be able to read your chats. Okay. Note that a program under execution is called a process. A program under execution is called a process. ठीक है? So what does it mean? कि जब ये song, when the song was not playing, it was a simple program. The moment you started playing the song and the moment CPU started executing it, the program first became a process and then that process started executing in the memory, in the primary memory. Okay, so for execution, any program must first come to primary memory so that it may be, again, it may be executed by CPU. Once the program comes into primary memory when I am writing, I mean RAM. Primary memory, it becomes a process. उसको बस process कहने लगते हैं. It is called a process or becomes a process. It becomes, how it is called a process. ठीक है? So आज के बाद till the time a program is playing or program is under execution, okay, you won't call it a process. मतलब क्या? If a Python file is saved, so that Python file is a program. But the moment you click on run button until the time your output has appeared finally, ठीक है? उतने बीच के for that small duration of time, it becomes a process. Same for the game. Once you have installed the game, it is simply a program. The moment you click on .exe icon of the game and the game starts, you start playing the game and the game starts and different options you get and you then start playing the game. Then from the moment you double click it and something starts happening, games का कुछ videos या welcome screen आ जाता है. From that moment it becomes a process. That means a program under execution is called a process. ठीक है? So a process is a program under execution. Right. So what we are going to see is states of a process or process state diagram. State diagram. Let me see what diagram they have given in your book. Okay. कुछ वैसा होगा तो I'll adapt it as per your book. Okay. हाँ ठीक है. Normally they are. See, what happens is कि our environment is generally multi-processing or multi-processing environment होता है, multiple tasks. That means multiple programs are running at the same time. Okay. So, for example, how can you say multiple programs are running at the same time? Have you done multi-processing, if I ask?
Sir, they'll be in the background.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me an example where you will see multiple processes are running at the same time in your computer?
So like listening to songs and doing homework at the same time in the computer, something like that.
Homework means what type of homework?
Not homework, or some doing some PowerPoint presentation and listening to
Correct.
songs.
Means like doing a PPT and then searching something on the Google Chrome for information.
Correct. So देखो, web browser is a program, your PPT is a program, your Word is a program. तो web browser भी open किए हुए हो, and at the same time you are listening to the song, you are at the same time preparing a MS Word presentation, MS Word document and मान लो PowerPoint presentation. So multiple things are open and they are in your computer is executing them all of them at the same time. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि the moment you started your what you say is your word वो song बंद हो जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होता ना, ठीक है? So process state diagrams या states of a process, ठीक है? इसको हम लोग ऐसे ही बोलते हैं, states of a process. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
I
have a doubt.
बोलो.
If this is the case in computers, that if it can do multiple tasks at the same time, then like if we're using a phone, in the phone, if I have to access another app and I'm at YouTube listening to songs, then if I switch to another app, then the song stops. Why does that happen?
No, it may not happen. देखो उस पे एक और चीज होता है, multiple core and single core processors.
In phones, there is some limitations and they can also.
फोन पे exactly नहीं है, but at times see Kevin, तुम्हारा ऐसा नहीं है. If you have nowadays, तो even if you minimize it, you will be able to play it. आजकल तो वो छोटा small window बन जाता है ना, वो नीचे में small miniature उसका view आ जाता है.
Sir, I think that is only in YouTube. Like in Spotify, I think it will come in the background.
नहीं, Spotify छोड़ दो, मैं तो normal phone experience का बात कर रहा हूँ. When I am using phone nowadays, when you minimize it, it will उसका miniature view बन जाएगा, mini player बन जाएगा, and then you can do on whatever you like. Those things happen. Sir. Even many things. You can open the browser or browser be opened here, and then that small mini player is also there. You can continue listening to that, or MP3 कोई song is playing and you are doing some work. So that you can do on phones also.
So like only in YouTube, if you switch to another window, it won't play. Like if you use music app, default app, it will play in the background.
Correct. तो वो some limitations है, वो app का limitations है. And though I totally agree कि phone has not yet replaced computers as of now, though they are on the path, ठीक है? Maybe 5 years down the line or 2 years or 10 years down the line, you may get a phone जो computer आदमी खरीदे ही नहीं. चलो वो तो तब की बात है. Let's say your computer, this program is there in your hard disk. Okay. So what happens is, this is program 1. It may happen कि you have hundreds of programs, ठीक है? तुम्हारे computer में there are hundreds of songs, some videos, some audios, some softwares, ठीक है? Browser भी open किए हुए हो. So all such things are there. ठीक है? So what happens is, when you start executing a program, when you double click it for execution, this from your hard drive moves to your RAM. ठीक है? And in the RAM, let's say at the same time, you open 5 things. मान लो background में antivirus भी चल रहा है, your some scanning is going on. You have also opened at the same time a music, फिर browser भी open कर दिए. So let's say 3-4 programs you one by one you clicked so that they start working. So what happens is, they will, before going to the RAM, ठीक है, दे विल, और रैम में ही किसी पोर्शन में दे विल फॉर्म अ क्यू, वो लाइन में लग जाते हैं, ठीक है। दिस विल बी, इसको हम लोग जो बोलते हैं, दिस क्यू दैट इज फॉर्म्ड इज नोन एज रेडी क्यू। रेडी क्यू, ठीक है। So what happens is CPU knows now the programs that you have opened will form a queue and form a ready queue. That means CPU will get an indication, okay, these programs are the ones which I have to take next. Okay? So I have to execute next. So the programs that become ready just before the execution, they form a queue which is known as ready queue. Usme se CPU will pick one of them for execution first. Now you may ask which one will CPU pick up for execution. That thing you will learn in your college under the topic known as, under one subject known as, very interesting subject, operating system itself. उसका पूरी एक बुक आती है ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम की। ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के अंदर there will be one topic known as CPU scheduling. That means कि which program CPU will pick first, which process in the ready queue or the from among the program which are ready to be executed, which one will be picked up first for the execution. That will be decided by one process known as CPU scheduling. उसके अंदर CPU has got 4 or 5 approaches to select a program. ठीक है, one is known as round robin. ठीक है, बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं, राउंड रॉबिन, शॉर्टेस्ट जॉब फर्स्ट, ओके, फिर तुम्हारा बहुत सारा है। शॉर्टेस्ट जॉब फर्स्ट, एक होता है तुम्हारा मतलब शॉर्टेस्ट रनिंग टाइम फर्स्ट, ऐसा कुछ करके भी हो सकता है कि लेट्स से कि दिस जॉब विल टेक 10 सेकेंड, दिस जॉब विल टेक 5 सेकेंड। एक होता है फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व, ओके। एक होता है शॉर्टेस्ट, उसको क्या कहते हैं एग्जैक्ट नाम याद नहीं है, शॉर्टेस्ट जॉब फर्स्ट ऐसा कुछ कहते हैं, मतलब कि जिसका सबसे कम टाइम होता है। लेट्स से दिस जॉब रिक्वायर्स, दिस प्रोसेस रिक्वायर्स 5 seconds, this requires 10 seconds to execute, this requires 20 seconds, this requires 3 seconds and this requires 100 seconds. So what will happen, जो सबसे छोटा प्रोग्राम होगा उसको सबसे पहले पिक कर लेगा, ठीक है। तो उस तरह का हो सकता है शॉर्टेस्ट रिमेनिंग टाइम फर्स्ट, ऐसा कुछ होता है, या शॉर्टेस्ट, एक होता है शॉर्टेस्ट रिमेनिंग टाइम फर्स्ट, एक होता है शॉर्टेस्ट टाइम फर्स्ट, इसका कुछ अलग अलग टर्म है। तो दीज आर द 4-5 अप्रोचेस। राउंड रॉबिन में क्या करता है ना, इट सेज कि आई विल पिक फ्रॉम फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ, और इट विल फिक्स अ टाइम क्वांटा, लेट्स से ऑफ 3 seconds। ये बोलेगा क्या कि मैं पहला टास्क उठाऊंगा, उसको 3 सेकंड के लिए प्ले करूंगा, देन आई विल सेंड इट बैक अगेन हियर इन द लाइन, then I will pick up the second one, I'll run the 3 second, run it for 3 seconds, then I'll pick it, throw it back here. इस तरह करके for every program it will run for 3 seconds, throw back, then pick up another, run for 3 seconds, throw back, इस तरह करके वो चलाता रहता है। तो अलग अलग होता है। This is a case happens in round robin algorithm of CPU scheduling. Do we have to study it? No, a big no. For your interest sake, you may go and look up for this, कि how CPU decides कि which program should be picked up for execution. But as of now, what is required at this stage is CPU will pick up any one task. Okay, CPU will pick up any one task as per one of the available mechanisms. We don't have to go into the mechanism. Okay, CPU will pick, let's say, this job
scheduling algorithm, right? CPU scheduling algorithm.
CPU will pick up one of the tasks based on one of the approaches, which are known as CPU scheduling algorithms. Okay, इसको लेके वो कुछ पिक कर लेगा. For example, if you want to see, just give me a minute. Oh, sorry, just what happened? ये चला गया क्या screen share?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Scheduling algorithms. हाँ देखो, दो नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, बट मैं I'll take 5-10 minutes more. इसको थोड़ा सा देख लेते हैं, उसके बाद ही जाएंगे, बिकॉज थोड़ा सा आज वो लेक्चर में भी टाइम चला गया ना. लेट मी शेयर द स्क्रीन. See, कुछ इस तरह के प्रोसेसेस होते हैं. लेट मी सी इफ वी हैव. हाँ, ये देखो, फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व, FCFS एल्गोरिथम, शॉर्टेस्ट जॉब फर्स्ट. जो मान लो 5 10 15 3 सेकेंड्स, तो 3 सेकेंड्स वाला जॉब होगा, दैट विल बी पिक्ड अप फर्स्ट. शॉर्टेस्ट रिमेनिंग टाइम फर्स्ट, प्रायोरिटी स्केड्यूलिंग, राउंड रॉबिन, multi-level queue scheduling. These are the 5-6 approaches. Depending on one of those, don't read it. I'm just telling you so that you understand that there are one of the ways CPU will decide and will, based on one of these mechanism algorithms, it will pick up one of the jobs. Okay. So based on one of these scheduling organisms, no need to study, no need to refer. I'll write it very clearly here. अगर रेफर करके कंफ्यूज होते हो, I won't clear it up. ठीक है, मैं भी यही बोलूंगा, I don't know. So let's say CPU picks one of these. The moment CPU picks one of these for execution, we will say that the program is now in, और जब भी ये रेडी हो जाता है ना एग्जीक्यूट होने के लिए, तो we will say that the program is now in ready state. मान लो ये रेडी क्यू में है, तो we will say that the program is in ready state. I'll draw it with some different color. Save another red such a ready state. Once the program is ready है execute करने के लिए, CPU will start it up and will start not ready. यहाँ पे बोलेंगे हम लोग program is okay to be picked up. So first is your start state. Your process of execution will that means ये line वाइन लग रहा है तो बोलेंगे कि start हो गया है execution का process. Then from the start state, your program will move to, when it will be picked up, the moment it is picked up, we will say that from the start state it has come up to, the process has started and your program is ready to be executed. So from entering and before selection, so the moment it enters, you may call it as the start of the execution process, and the moment the CPU is about to search, you will say that all programs are in the ready state. From the ready state, CPU picks up one and starts executing. ठीक है, तो उसके बाद क्या होगा? Ready state से it will go under what? Running state. Means CPU started executing the codes of that program one by one, line by line. So we will say that the program has entered now running state. Now from the running state, two things might happen. Okay, few things might happen, वो मैं बता रहा हूँ. Program में either go to completion, उठा और वो पूरा complete हो गया. So in which case it will go to a state known as termination or terminated state. Process को, let me make it bigger. Okay, terminated. Okay, so mainly your program starts executing from this part. Okay, from the time it enters to the moment before it gets picked up, that means when it is in the ready state. Okay, your program will either go to run, program will then go, CPU will start executing them one by one, line by line. It will be in the running state. It may execute till the end, in which case you will call that your program has completed execution. That means it is in the terminated state. Or before it reaches terminated state, your program may enter into what is known as waiting state or wait state. Why will program go into wait state? Any idea?
Sir, if there's not enough memory, like
नहीं, ऐसा तो generally नहीं होता है. These days we are having big memory in the computers. Generally not that case.
Is it because there is a more important program that comes into place?
One of the reasons, yes, good. In which case it won't go into wait state. वो मैं आऊँगा उस पे. But here it won't get into wait state because of a higher priority program coming in. In wait state क्यों हो सकता है? Let's say a program that you are executing, needs some input output to be done. ठीक है? तो मान लो कि तुम प्रोग्राम रन किए हो और उस बीच में आ गया कि आस्क दिस वैल्यू फ्रॉम द यूजर, तो फ्रॉम रीचिंग दैट लाइन रीच इन द कोड टिल द यूजर एंटर्स द वैल्यू, हमारे लिए वो टाइम कम है 1 सेकेंड और 2 सेकेंड, बट फॉर कंप्यूटर इट हैज वेरी हाई प्रोसेसिंग पावर. कंप्यूटर विल नॉट वेस्ट इवन दोज मिली सेकेंड्स एंड माइक्रो सेकेंड्स. जब तुम्हारा वो पाइथन प्रोग्राम में बोलता है कि एंटर दिस वैल्यू ना, वो प्रोग्राम फ्रॉम द रीडिंग स्टेट इट कम्स टू द वेटिंग स्टेट, बिकॉज इन दैट माइक्रो सेकेंड्स एंड मिली सेकेंड्स और few seconds, computer will pick up another program from the ready state and bring into running state while pushing it the currently running program from running state to the wait state. क्योंकि अगर वो वेट होके फिर यूजर का रिप्लाई आने का वेट करने लगे ना, तो उसका टाइम वेस्ट हो जाएगा कंप्यूटर का. इन दैट माइक्रो एंड मिली सेकेंड्स इट कैन डू a lot of work. Okay, so for the better efficiency of the program management of the CPU, when input output process is required, या it is waiting for a printer to get access, तुम print command डाले हो, उसके बीच में print button press किए, setting set किए, उसके बीच में वो उसे भेज देगा इधर wait state में. You go back in meanwhile, when you are ready you come back again, I will execute, but for now give others to execute, other program to execute or other process to execute. So जब तुम्हारा इनपुट आउटपुट का रिक्वायरमेंट होगा इन विच यूजर इंटरवेंशन इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर दैट स्मॉल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड और टाइम, इट विल सेंड द प्रोग्राम टू द वेट स्टेट एंड विल गिव bring another program from the ready state to the running state from this job queue or the ready queue, और उसके बाद उसको वेटिंग स्टेट में दूसरा प्रोग्राम जाएगा. once you have provided the input output, this will not go directly to the running state, this will again come back to the waiting state, to the ready state. ठीक है. Or in the meanwhile, when that program is either completed or goes back to the waiting state, till that time the program which has finished waiting will wait in the ready queue or ready state में wait करेगा. And then again when it is either the currently running program either goes for waiting state for any input output or is completed entirely, till that time it will be here in the ready state only. Next time when it is done, then it may pick it up. ठीक है. So this way it happens. At times what may happen is a program which is picked from the ready state and is currently running may directly be forcefully sent from running state to the ready state in the case which Kevin suggested a few minutes back. मान लो कि तुम कुछ वो होता है ना कि मूवी हॉल में टिकट ले रहे हो, ठीक है, और तुम लाइन में खड़े हो, यू आर द फर्स्ट पर्सन इन द लाइन, पर पीछे से वो कॉलोनी का कुछ हेवी वेट आ गया उस एरिया का, ठीक है, सॉर्ट ऑफ बिग पॉलिटिशियन या कुछ, तो सारे लोग लाइन छोड़ देंगे कि भाई आप जाइए पहले, यू गो फर्स्ट. ठीक है, कुछ उसी टाइप का होता है. मान लो इस बीच में some process came which has got higher priority than the currently executing process, then CPU will throw this running process, halt this execution, will push it back to the ready state and bring the more important or higher priority program into the execution state. उस state में waiting के लिए नहीं भेजेगा because this process has not requested for any input output, so उसको directly force करके भेज देगा ready state में. It will directly be sent to the ready state and the more higher priority program will come into the waiting this running state, and the program which is currently executing will be sent back to the ready state. So in 2 minutes I'll summarize again and then we'll wind up the class. So when the execution process starts or this process cycle starts, first process starts, then one of the program becomes eligible, one of the processes waiting becomes eligible to be picked up by the CPU as per this one of the scheduling mechanisms. Then the CPU will pick the moment that CPU जब से उसको तरफ देखने लगता है, you may say that that program is now ready to be executed. So before CPU picks it up, from start it comes to the ready state. From the ready state, CPU picks it up and starts execution of the codes of those program one by one. Then we will say that CPU is executing. That means that process has now process has now in running state and is being executed by the CPU. If that program runs from first line to the last line, if that process runs from the first line to the last line, we will say that and is completed, then it will directly go to the terminated state. If in the middle of the execution the program requests for some input output from the user or some printer to for some printing some material to the printer or displaying some message on the screen or asking from some value for the user. So उस case में it will request for input output operations, and that program will be sent to the waiting state to get that input output from the user. Meanwhile, another program will be picked up from the running from this ready state to the running state. Okay, and once this has finished, it will again go back to the ready state, and then this program which is currently running, process which is currently running, will either terminate or will be sent to waiting state because of requesting some input output operation. Then only this program which is again back to the ready state might get a chance to come back again into the running state. Another thing is that directly from running state, a process might be sent directly to from running state to ready state, in which case, in case where a higher priority process comes into picture, wherein which needs to be you can say executed immediately. ठीक है, कुछ system का बहुत important process आ गया, then that will be immediately taken up by the CPU on the immediate this priority on urgently on priority, and the currently running program will be immediately forced to return back to the ready state. It won't be thrown to the wait state. Why? Because it has not requested for any input output operation which will require waiting. ठीक है, उसकी गलती नहीं न थी कि अब कॉलोनी का कोई बॉस आ गया उस एक लोकेलिटी का. If some boss has come or heavy weight has come, that was not the problem with this. That was not the mistake of this person. Though it has to be served first, that priority program will come, but it will be sent back to the ready state. ठीक है, so this entire thing, ठीक है, from if somebody asks you to draw the process state diagram, what you will do is you will draw this entire thing. Okay, and you will explain it. Okay, this is known as states of a process or process state diagram, and you know the explanation now. This is given on page 432 of your book. पर जितना मैंने बताया है डिटेल में, मे बी वो लोग रेडी क्यू ये सब ना समझाएं. They might simply explain these things, but still if you want in Sumita Arora you can go through it. But this is the simplistic explanation. I hope it is clear to all. If that is clear, we will stop here. We have already stretched a bit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. Thank you so much for waiting. We'll meet tomorrow again. We'll continue with what is known as process control block. A very few topics are left from this unit now. Process control block next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.